Hello, my name is Emmanuel Torres, and I basically researched the evidence of the earliest fire used by the hominids. So, the evidence of the earliest fires by the hominids, there is a big debate in between anthropologists if the hominids began controlling fire 2 million years ago or only a few thousand years ago. But there has been a new discovery that it was in South Africa's Wonderwork Cave where actually the first few fires may have begun. The study, which shows that 1 million charred bones provides secure evidence of hominids controlling fires there. And to the right of there, I have a picture displaying a picture of the cave where the cavemen may have probably started their first few fires. So the Wonderwork Cave is important because it shows that Acheulean tools, which include stone hand axes and other tools that were probably made by Homo erectus. The archaeologists investigated the cave during the 1970s, 1990s, and they found the tools there. So the Acheulean hand axes were multi-purposeful tools used in a variety of tasks. The studies of surface wear patterns reveal the uses of the hand axe, including the butchering and skinning of game, digging in soil, and cutting wood or other plant materials. So they were very key instrumental tools for the cavemen to progress throughout their evolution, and it showed and demonstrated that they were able to cook, perhaps even hunt, and make tools in order evolutionizing in different ways. So Francisco Berna of Boston University is very important to the Wonderwork Cave. In 2004, him and his colleagues found several signs of fire, including tiny charred bone fragments and ash from burned plants. The ironstones was important because it indicated heating, and it indicated that the hominids used the tools for heating. And then the Fourier transform infrared microspectroscopy is a team determined the remains had been heated to more than 900 degrees Fahrenheit with grasses, leaves, or brush used as fuel. So here we have a picture of him right here to the right. So basically, we have conclusive evidence that they were able to burn the fires inside of a cave. So basically, that's how it started. The shape of the bone fragments and the exceptional preservation of the plant ash suggest that the materials were burned in the cave. There was debate between anthropologists whether it was bat guano perhaps that started the fires, but it was ruled out by the anthropologists, and it was concluded that the most probable cause of the fires was because of the hominids. So cooking, it was very important for the hominids to develop cooking. I mean, the fires were important for the hominids to develop cooking and to eat smaller food, perhaps, because once you cook, the foods are much easier to chew, and it was important because it evolutionized the hominid gut, which it shrank from having big teeth to smaller teeth, and it freed up energy to evolutionize a bigger brain. And it was very transformative, this event, because it taught us to eat different types of food to what we were accustomed to. So other theories unconcluded. It's in Israel's Chasm Cave at 400,000 years ago, and then that's at Canyon site called Kubifora. So I have two pictures here displaying one at Israel's and one's at Kenyon's. They're very unconclusive. They don't have enough facts to back them that the fires indeed did start there. So it is very important to pinpoint when the hominids built the first fire to understand how their behavior evolved. It is important because it will demonstrate how they began evolving more like us. They were able to shape tools with fires and were able to choose softer foods due to the cooked foods. And it just shows how we've evolutionized, making different tools because of the fire, eating smaller foods, and they were able also to develop different instruments and tools to cut up the food, perhaps due to the use of fire. So it's a very interesting topic. So my thoughts at the end of this is that it was very interesting to learn about this because I had always been interested in seeing perhaps how the caveman lived. I mean, you're always interested as a little kid learning about this and seeing how they evolutionized and how they were different from us, and perhaps how they had bigger teeth and it began to evolutionize the gut as well. And then I also have Sid from Ice Age here because when I first read about this question, it made me think about him since he's referred to as the Fire King in Ice Age. I thought it was a pretty cool fact. And then I used mostly the SmithsonianMag.com to do most of my research, which I found information about the Wonderwork Cave, and then anthromuseum.missouri.edu, which helped me learn about the tools. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it.